Talk about a success story where three areas work together to solve something and work together to
I have two examples. One is we have an intensive who really wanted to bring into the ICU a bridle for POC, for tissue, so that patients weren't continually pulling out their feeding tubes and having to go down for replacement. So she brought in a product, wanted it to be evaluated, needed to go through product review committee. That took about 6 months to do that. Then it was, no, that's not the one that's in our system, which is about a 28-hospital system. So we needed to bring another one into trial. We brought that one into trial. That took about 2 months to do the trial process. And it was an adequate bridle. It secured the device. So then the chair of the product review committee resigned.
I think someone tripped on my birthday a little bit. There's ways that we should look at it. You need to look at how.
I do. So the chair resigned, then the director of the product review for the region resigned, then the sales rep left to go to another job. So we're another 3 months, 4 months behind. And there wasn't anybody to really pick up the ball on. So this is one actually we're still struggling with. And eventually we'll get there. But we're close to a year in the process now, trying to find a product that will save the patient pain, cost, and keep them receiving their nutrition like they need to receive. On the flip side of that, we installed patient lifts in the majority of rooms in the ICU, and they have a disposable screen to go to it. And it came out that those are going to be unit charges, and they were approximately $74, which I didn't understand because right now in our hospital, if anything's less than $50, it becomes a unit charge for the patient. So supply chain was indicating that this was a routine patient supply, which it wasn't because it wasn't in every patient room and it was used on every patient. So working through the supply chain as a manager, we were able to go to our revenue cycle manager team, work with product review, get them to agree that this could be a patient charge item, but one nurse at one time had to at least document that they used that claim in turning patients, then it would be reimbursed. We really had to educate the nurses in the hospital to do that. And that's been very successful. And there's been a tremendous cost savings for each of the units in the hospital. So we did work together well, and that was about a month's turnaround. So that was very good. After I did my first API, I went back to the hospital and directed a patient care in the hospital in Northeast Ohio. And I wanted to trial this really very different dialysis patient. And so I went to my internal data and I said, listen, I can trial it for free, it's not going to cost us anything. And the first thing they're going to say to me was, well, if you really like it, you're going to want to buy it. Well, yeah, that's the whole point of trialing it. And so materials in, I said, but all of that is not on the donation contract. And I said, well, come on, it's going to be a free trial. What's the worst that can happen? If you like it, you're going to want to buy it. You get paid over and over and over. So eventually he did let me trial it. He let the physician trial it. They hated it. The nurses loved it. And so that was the bad part, is that there was something we truly loved that we could not get. It was on the contract, but what really came out of it that was really positive is a much better understanding of the needs of both the nursing staff and the material management staff. So we did work together. We went through all the contracts that were based here at the time, and we were able to work with the physicians so it was simple. We end up with something that physicians liked and something that the nursing staff liked, and it was on contract, so everyone was happy. We all saved money. The patients were good, so It's all about working at communication, figuring out what they want to hear, and they also figuring out what they need. So those are big ones.
I think one of the things is trying to get the right item at the right place at the right time. I mean, the supply chain will come to the right item at the right time. Well, that's not always what we're doing. I think if we work together, we can all gang up and blame the finance people. After all, that's why we have to do certain things. Whether it's in the clean utility room, national something there, or the pictures from the office, or the instruments, or plastic fields that are all over the wall. Getting the stuff there based on the demand that you know you're going to use, and working together to help set that ages ago, a long time ago. We had to set up what we call the escape part. And instead of looking at a computer something around, we actually had to make it really easy. And compared that to what they really want. As we started looking at them, we would go to the setting up what we were on the front. We actually switched it off and changed the system we gained the confidence that maybe you knew what we were doing for handling stuff. And maybe the ICU people were actually doing what they needed to be there. So we don't have to get that coordination and work together. That worked out very well. Yes, let me ask a follow-up question. Start with you, and then we'll work our way back this way. You mentioned something that I can just propose. How much you need versus how much you want. How difficult do you think it is for critical care nursing to come up with that need versus want equation? Certainly with the unpredictability in the critical care activity. Well, it's not isolated to the ICU. It's everywhere. Trying to figure out what people really need versus what they want. And a lot of times, that's why you ask for a justification. And asking for a real justification, you get down to the root of what's really needed. And so, justification of what it is really needed as opposed to I want it. And we're all familiar with everybody related to the vendor shop, the vendor seat, and I need this and all. Some of that stuff isn't really needed. But in the case of finding what you serve that's not, certainly now, we also are our healthcare system, we have a whole series of best practices. We're to the point now where we're going to bring something in, fine, what's it going to replace? It's not replacing anything, with the technology and the standard of things that's going to make this a necessity. We will work with it. They're not just designed with them. We have to be valid and explain to certain bodies we just forensic bills and things. A healthcare reform study, about 3 years, we got our system, we got a percentage in addition to capability that was already changed. It has to do with really big about so around with the need experience. You have to do a lot of first patients. You have to go to use implementation.
You want everything. I mean, that's the bottom line, right? You want everything, but I think with today's model of healthcare reform, it's not going away. We have to figure it out. If we don't figure it out, we're going to we don't want it. So, it's really fast to figure out what is actually closest more to exactly. And I think it is anticipation. I wish I could say that it was cookie cutter, but it's not. And I think that we have to figure out, can we standardize? Do we have to use 5 different food care suppliers in one unit? We don't. Standardize, it's going to have the product like this, and you're probably going to get a better price. Like this? Yes. So, we need to really think about, one, what do we want? Do we absolutely need? And so we standardize so that we get the best outcome. And I know that's hard. And I think if there's any managers here that I'm hoping you're involving your staff in your supply decisions. And if your staff, that you're educating yourself on what supplies cost. And in our unit, I have staff that are accountable to the supply room. Organizing the supply room and looking at the inventory every quarter as to what we use versus what's supplied to us, because all of that stuff that's sitting on the shelf is costing us money until it's used. So by involving the staff here, our unit-based councils, we review our expenses on a quarterly basis, we modify our inventory. So I think the more you can educate yourself on that part of nursing and management, the better it's going to be for your patients. Because when you build that system into a product or technology that you really, really want, you now have some available money for that because you're not wasting it on the shelf with supplies that you might need, and you needed it once 6 months ago and it wasn't there, so now you need to stock it. So I think the more education you can get on the supply side, the better understanding you'll have.
I'd like to